Welcome to 44th BCS Viva speaking class. Today, our topic is Bangabandhu, the father of the nation. Very, very important topic. Today's topic is very important topic, and we have got a lot of time to speak on it. And we would like to start with today with Fahim. Fahim, you are absent probably for a few days. Fahim, are you ready to speak on this topic? Fahim, are you ready to speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. At first, tell me why you missed some classes. What is the reason behind this?
Sir, I missed maybe 2 classes
Yeah,
for the preliminary examination.
okay, preliminary
Uh,
exam.
the
Okay.
the fifth and sixth, the fifth and sixth class.
How was your preliminary test?
Alhamdulillah, sir. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, what score are you expected to get?
Sir, I have corrected my questions with a renowned coaching centers solve, and
Yeah,
from that I found 136.
136. Okay, fantastic. What might be the cut marks in your opinion? In your
Sir,
view?
in my view, I think this question is much more similar with the 44th BCS preliminary question.
Yeah.
So maybe the in 44th BCS it was 117
Okay,
or more or less.
more or less.
So maybe 115,
15 or 16.
maybe
Yeah. Okay.
15, 16 is the cut mark
15,
for
16,
46
yes.
BCS.
Absolutely right. And we have also uploaded video on YouTube, and we told that cut marks 115 and 16 will be safe zone. And if you get less, there is chance if greater number of students are selected. Good. Your assumption is also good. Fine assumption. Well, start. Bangabandhu, the father of the nation, start speaking on this very important topic.
Yes, sir. Thank you to give me the floor to say something about our great leader, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. First of all, I want to start this address with the famous quote of the revolutionary leader of Cuba, Mr. Fidel Castro. He said that I have not seen Himalayas, but I have seen Sheikh Mujib. In personality and in courage, he is the Himalayas, and thus I have witnessed the experience. I have experienced the of witnessing the Himalayas. So Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, from this quote, we have seen that he compared Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, our great leader, our father of the nation, with the great Himalayas. So in firmness, in courage, in mesmerizing character, in all the adjective, in all the good adjective, we can say that he was our founding leader, and he was our father of the nation, and we got Bangladesh, an independent country, only for his sacrifice. He was in jail more than 400 of days of his life uh, for the sake of his people. And from the beginning of his life, we see that he was he was very active. He was very active in politics, in student politics, and in the first activity after the liberation of Pakistan and India in 1954, our language movement. He had a contribution in our language movement. Then in 1954 election, he was elected as a member of the parliament, and he was a minister, agriculture minister of Jukto Front cabinet, headed by Sherbangla Fuzlul Haq. Then again, he in 1957 he was also minister of the Ministry of Industries and he served only for 9 months, and he resigned on his behalf for work for the party and for his country. And the party headed by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in 1966, 1 March, he became the president of Bangladesh Army League. In 1966, he declared the 6 point. In his sayings, it is our Bachar Dabi. So the Bengalis had hope by the footprint of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Bengalis were freed by the footprint of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He is our great leader. He is not only the friend of Bengal, we can say he was the friend of the world. And World Peace Council in 1973, 23 March, awarded him with Julio Curie Peace Award as a symbol of upholding world peace. So he was a friend of world too. And in his short tenure after our independence, he was very successful in maintaining a war-torn country like Bangladesh. And now Bangladesh is developing. Now Bangladesh is on the way to be a developed country by 2041. And we are just following the footprint of our great leader. We are just following the footprint of our great leader. And at the last moment, I would like to say that the quotation of Bangabandhu, that he said that my greatest strength is the love for my people, and my greatest weakness is that I love them too much. So the present leaders who are in the work to build a developed country, they should follow the steps, the footprints of Bangabandhu to become successful, to build a Sonar Bangla, Bangabandhu Sonar Bangla. Thank you, sir.
Which quality of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman charmed you most?
Sir, his firmness. I think his firmness, his determination to work for his people, it charmed me. I become motivated.
Okay. Okay. What was the name of the father of the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman? Do you know the name of Bangabandhu's parental and maternal grandfather?
Sir, the father of the Bangabandhu was Sheikh Lutfur Rahman, and paternal grandfather's name is Sheikh Abdul Hamid, and maternal grandfather's name is Sheikh Abdul Mujid.
Okay. What was the name of the mother of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
Sir, Sheikh Saira Khatun.
Sheikh Saira Khatun. What was Bangabandhu's wife's name?
Sir, Bangamata Sheikh Fazilatun Nisa Mujib.
Okay, Bangamata Sheikh Fazilatun Nisa Mujib. By what name did his parents call Bangabandhu?
Sir, Bangabandhu's parents called him adoringly with Khoka.
Khoka, okay. Have you heard anything about Biplabi Parishad, a revolutionary council?
Sir, yes, sir. It was formed by Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in 1961 to work for the independence of Bangladesh.
Okay, to work for the independent. Okay, did it continue or it was dissolved for some reason?
Sir, it was continued.
How long did it continue?
Sir, it was a sir. It was a very secret group, and its activity was in throughout our independence.
Throughout our independence. Biplabi Parishad, revolutionary Parishad. Probably it did not continue for a long time. It continued for a short period of time, probably. Okay, anyway. Question to Fahim. Now, you all may ask question to Fahim. Fahim will answer. Topic, Bangabandhu, the father of the nation. Start asking question. Sabir Hussain, ask question.
Hi, fine, bhai. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum, bhai. I'm fine. How are you?
I am fine also.
Okay, if we
I
talk
have a question for you.
keeping our video on, then communication will be very,
Yes,
very
bhai, please.
effective. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Start. Yeah.
When Bangabandhu was released from the prison of Pakistan, 1917 on 1972, 8 January, they proposed
bhai.
proposed to come to Bangladesh via Iran and Turkey.
Turkey.
But Bangabandhu didn't agree. Why?
Because Bangladesh was a just liberated country, and Bangabandhu wanted to go London, I mean in UK, to meet the world media that a new nation that has been immersed in the world map, and Bangabandhu was successful in recognizing his country.
I think
And Iran, and why he didn't choose Iran or
Iran
Turkey?
and Turkey.
Yeah. What's the reason behind this? Nice question.
Actually, sir, the media, the world media, maybe it was centered in the Western European countries, and maybe for this reason.
No, the reason actually the
Sabir,
reason
yes.
behind this is because Turkey and Iran was not in favor of Bangladesh during Liberation War. That is the reason number one. And reason number two, there is a chance to Iranian Shah to convince father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman not to separate from Pakistan. Because Bangabandhu respected that person as a Muslim leader. If he proposed that, it was hard to reject for Bangabandhu technically. That's why he chose London rather than
Iran and
that's
Turkey.
why
Probably
choose
Pakistan
UK
wanted to
rather than-
impose. Pakistan probably might have a dishonest intention by doing this, right? Okay, they wanted to create pressure. They wanted to influence Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman by the Islamic leaders of the Islamic world. Okay, good. Next question. Next question to Fahim.
Sir, I have a question to
Yes.
Fahim.
Yes.
Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was a charismatic leader. How?
Okay, how he became a charismatic leader. Okay.
Bangabandhu was a leader who could motivate his people by saying, we can say in 7th March speech, the people of Bangladesh were greatly motivated by the speech of Bangabandhu, and in Newsweek magazine they also called Bangabandhu the poet of the politics. So the leader who can mesmerize, who can motivate his people for the sake of his country is called the charismatic leader. So in this sense, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, definitely he was a charismatic leader.
Maliha, question. Question from Maliha and question from Ahmed Raja as well.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
I have a question to Mr. Fahim. Do you know when and by whom Bangabandhu was entitled Bangabandhu and the father of the nation as well?
After the imprisonment for the Agartala conspiracy case by the Ayub Khan government in 1968, then Bangabandhu was relieved in 22 February 1966, and people they had a congratulating ceremony, and on behalf of the people, our then student leader Tofail Ahmed, he named Bangabandhu as Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, our great leader, as Bangabandhu.
Last question. Last question. Yeah.
23rd of February
এটা ছিল কি
1969.
মানে বঙ্গবন্ধু that time he was called Bangabandhu by Tufail Ahmed 1969 23rd February, but he was first called father of the nation 3rd March 1971 by Ashama Abdul Rob. Sir, is there any difference in English? Jatir Janok and Jatir Pita, both are called father of the nation.
Yes, father of the nation. Yeah.
কারণ স্যার আসামা আব্দুর রব আছে ওনাকে জাতির জনক উপাধি দিয়েছিল, কিন্তু সংবিধানে উনি হচ্ছে জাতির পিতা উপাধি প্রাপ্ত। মানে দুটোই আমরা ফাদার অফ দ্য নেশন বলবো।
Yes, দুটো father of the nation.
মানে ফাদার অফ দ্য নেশন was called by আসামা আব্দুর রব at first.
If you talk about স্থপতি, then architect. স্বাধীন বাংলাদেশের স্থপতি, the architect of independent Bangladesh.
I have a question for Fahim.
Yeah.
Do you know from which date Bangabandhu called East Pakistan to convert East Pakistan to Bangladesh?
Yes, it is in December 1970. December 5, 1970. Yes.
Okay, thank you,
5 December 1969. Do you know the reason behind this? Why he choose this date, 5 December?
No, sorry.
Because the date anniversary
it was the
It was the date of?
Sorry, it was
Death
the date
anniversary of
Hossein Soid Sohrab.
Death anniversary.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, fine. Okay, Maliha, ready to speak?
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay. Well, keep your video on and then start speaking. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation. Yeah, start speaking.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to speak about the most mesmerized leader of our country, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He is the leader of Bangladesh. He is the person why we are living in an independent country. We have our rights. We are. Anyway, first I will start with his birth. The father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was born in 17th March 1920 in Gopalganj. His father's name was Sheikh Lutfur Rahman and mother's name was Saira Khatun. He completed his matriculation in Gopalganj school, and then he completed his graduation from Islamia College. After the 1947, after the separation of India and Pakistan, he was admitted in University of Dhaka in law department, but unfortunately he couldn't complete his graduation from there. From his school life, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu, was very much attracted to politics. He always cared about the right of the right of people around him. So in school life he was associated with politics for a little time, and he even went for jail in British period. After a while, he also supported the class 4 staff from the university, and that's why the university authority banned him to complete his graduation.
Expelled
Then
him.
he
Expelled him. Yes, expelled him from the university.
Yes, he was expelled from the university. After a while, then he in 1943 he was the first person who created Islamia College. Sir, I cannot remember the name of the Sangothon.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, then after 1943, 1948, in 48 he
Yes.
I'm not
Admitted
prepared
Dhaka
completely.
University, 48.
Yes, in 48 he joined university council for university politics. He started university politics. Then during the national movement in 1952, he was in jail because he was arrested in 11th March 1948 to start the national movement, sorry, national language movement.
Yeah.
He was in jail for around 2.5 years during the language movement. In 1954, the Jukta Front election, which is also known as the in Jukta Front election, Awami Muslim League won, and Bangabandhu was selected as the agriculture minister. In 1955, he suggested that the word Muslim from the National Muslim League will be deleted because every person from every religion should be welcomed in politics. Then he was selected as the general secretary in 1955.
Fine. Okay.
Probably. After that, he is the person who demanded the 6 point demand in
Who raised
1920,
who raised 6 point demand in
who, ra-
1960s?
who raised 6 point demand in 1966.
Yeah.
Then the it was for him why the Agartala Shorjantra Mamla, Agartala conspiracy theory started. The Pakistani government tried to jail him because of that, and a mass upsurge was raised because of that incident, and he was released from jail in 1969, and he was the father. He was called the father of the nation by that time. Then come in 1970, where a national general election occurred in Pakistan, and he was Awami League won the election, but the Pakistani government didn't hand over the power. So father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, decided that we should be a free country. We should be an independent country. In his 7th March speech, he declared indirectly that we should be a independent country, and we should fight for our liberation. He told people to create fortress in every house of the nation. Then on the very night, 25th March, he was arrested again, and the Liberation War in 1971 started from that very night. It was declared by him. Then 9 months war has 9-month war occurred in our country. Hundreds of thousands of people sacrificed their life. The normal people became a freedom fighter, and the women and children were brutally killed by the Pakistani occupied army. And with after a lot of struggle, we achieved our independence in 17 December 1971.
On 17 December
1971.
17 December.
Sorry, 26 December. 16 December
16
19.
December. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. Then he was released from Pakistan jail, and he came to the country in 10 December 1972. It was him who told to create a constitution for our country. He was the father of the nation, and how much we reiterate it, it will always be less to say that it is him. It is the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman for why we are now an independent country, and we are we was a bottomless basket by Henry Kissinger said in 1971, but now we are going to be a developed country by the year 2041. Although the great leader of this nation couldn't rule for a very long time. He was brutally killed by some misguided army personnel in 15th August 1975. But the 3 years he ruled us, he showed us the way. How can we be a Sonar Bangla? And we are presently we are going that way. So
Okay.
I will complete it. I will complete it with the statement of the revolutionary politics politician of Cuba, Fidel Castro, that I did not see Himalayas, but I have seen Bangabandhu. He is like the Himalayas. So in a way, I have seen the Himalayas. Thank you, sir.
Okay, can you find out any weak point of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman? Can you mention any weak point of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
Sir, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was the greatest leader that we have read all this long. But one thing I would like to say that his family life, his daughter, our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, had written some books, and while reading those, I can feel that the way her family or the family of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman missed him during his jail days. The sacrifice they made, it was a I can say that it could be, although it was for the nation for the nation, for the people of the nation, but the way they felt, her father was missing. That might be a
Weak
weak
point
point.
of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, not for his family members. Can you mention one of the weakest points of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
Yes, it was said by himself that my greatest strength is that I love my people. My greatest weakness is that I love them too much.
Too much. Okay, Bangabandhu loved his people too much. And was it the reason of his brutal assassination?
Yes, sir. I think that is the reason of his brutal assassination, because he cared for the people too much that he couldn't listen to the conspiracy against him. While those misguided army personnel planned his death, I'm sure he was somehow he was alerted by some people, but he couldn't believe that
He was
because he thought that
he was warned. He was warned.
he was warned.
Warned.
He was
Okay,
warned, but he
okay.
thought that his people love him too much.
Too much. Okay, Naimanipa, you have raised hand. Question to Maliha. Naimanipa.
Sir, assalamu alaikum. Sir, my internet is low, so I wanted to. I am.
Hello, Miss Maliha.
Hello, Hassan.
Please explain Bangabandhu's philosophy of building a nation.
Pardon, can you please repeat the question?
Hello.
Ex-
I am
ex-
audible.
I couldn't hear the question clearly, Mr. Hassan.
Explain Bangabandhu's philosophy of making a nation.
Okay,
Hello?
Bangabandhu's, yes, I heard. Bangabandhu's philosophy of making a nation was that every citizen, every person of a country should enjoy his rights, they should not be oppressed. Anyone can come and take whatever they want. Should not be the way a country run. That's why he raised his voice against the West Pakistan, because if the West Pakistan ruled us for say, it could be easier for them that they just run country by their own. But the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, realized that we, the Bengali people, are always oppressed by the West Pakistan till the independence of Pakistan from British in 1947. So the philosophy, I would say that we should run the country with socialism and in a democratic way, of course. Democracy should be there, and no people in the country should be oppressed or would be in hunger, and that is it.
I have a question,
Yes.
Ms. Maliha. Generally, every person completed his entrance exam with 16 to 17 years. 17 years, but Bangabandhu completed his obtained his entrance exam certificate in 1941, which is he needed 21 years. Do you know what is the reason behind this?
In the very childhood of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, they were in a village named Tungipara in Gopalganj. So he had to walk a long way to the school, and often he got sick because of the long way. He had to cross river and the natural catastrophe that happened during his journey to the school. So his father decided that they would take him to Gopalganj for his better education. Then they went in Gopalganj, but somehow he was diagnosed with a rare disease, that's why he couldn't study for 4 to 5 years. Because of that, it was very disease, and because of that disease, he couldn't. He completed his graduation later than everyone else, or that was expected.
Actually, his sickness, because in 1943 he was forced to stop his studying because his eye problem and others physical problem. After that, in 1937, he then started his studying again. That's why he lost 4 years.
Oh, eye problem. Okay. Thank you.
Do you know do you know who is where Tungipara is situated? Who is river bank? Do you know the name
Yes,
of the river?
yes, it was Baigar River.
Baigar.
By
Baigar River, Patgat Union.
yes. Okay.
What do you know about Baker Hostel?
Becker
Related
Hostel,
to
yes.
Baker Hostel, related to Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Do you know about the memo room in Baker Hostel? Do you know the room number?
When father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was admitted to Islamia College, Kolkata after his matriculation, he lived in Baker Hostel. And I am extremely sorry that I cannot remember the room number right now, but it was his whole college life he spent there, and he started his first official political life in Islamia College.
Okay, last question to Maliha.
Miss Maliha,
Yes.
can you hear me? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. It's room number 24. Okay, I have a question that can you mention our father of the nation's contribution in the language movement 1952?
Okay. In 1948, in 11th March, Bangabandhu was a part where they wanted Bangla to be the national language, but because of that reason, he was arrested in that very day. So during the National Movement Day in 1952, he was already in jail and he was sick. He was in Dhaka Medical College, but he always said his plan or his intention for the language movement. And while the language movement started, he declared that he will be in what do you call a hunger strike? He would be in hunger strike. So he started.
He would go for hunger strike.
And so he started his hunger strike on 16th March, and the jail jail authority tortured him to eat. They even put a pipeline from his nose and put food on them, liquid food on them. So it was very torturing for him. Uh, after the language movement completed in 21st February 1952, he after
Miss
that
Maliha,
yes sir.
can you
Oh,
mention another leader's name associated with Bangabandhu in the jail in 1952?
Yes, sir. Jail. Another leader tortured in the jail.
And
yes, there was
another leader was with Bangabandhu, sir. Another
Okay,
leader,
in
another great leader.
in the
another
jail
great
room.
leader.
Okay.
Yes. Can you mention his name?
It was probably Soyad Nazrul Islam, but I'm not sure. I have to read more about that.
Mohiuddin Ahmed.
Mohiuddin Ahmed. Okay.
Who is Mohiuddin?
Sir, he was a student leader.
He was a
Then
student. Then
Samsul Haq, Samsul Haq.
Samsul Haq
Fahim bhai?
was with him. No.
No.
Mohiuddin
Bangabandhu went to strike with Mohiuddin Ahmed.
Mohiuddin Ahmed. Okay. Thank you, Maliha. Good. Now we would like to go to Sabir Hussain. Ready?
Sir, I want to say because
Yes.
my
Yes. Okay.
network.
Okay. Nipa.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Start. Okay. Nipa, start speaking. Say a few words about Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Keep your video on and then start. Then communication will be very effective. Okay, start. Yes, you're audible. Start.
Yes, sir. In financial time, it was an reputed newspaper. In that time, they says if Bangabandhu was not born, then Bangladesh wouldn't be born. So I says Bangabandhu, our most popular and our most important leader. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was born in 17 March 17 March in 1922 in a village Tungipara under the then subdivision Gopalganj of Faridpur district, and 1927 he started his primary education in Gimadanga Primary School. After then, in 1929, his father transferred Faridpur. Then
his father was transferred. His father was transferred to Faridpur. Okay.
To Faridpur. Then his school was changed. And 1949, he admitted.
He got admitted.
Admitted another school, and at then time he injured very, and after then glaucoma. For this reason, 4 years, for 2 to 4 years have passed to complete his matriculation, and finally he completed his matriculation 941. After then he admitted.
He got admitted. Yeah.
Islamia College, and he completed his graduation from Islamia College in 1949. And after then in 1948 he was admitted he was admitted Dhaka University. But in 1949, there was an
okay, there was an agitation movement of
there was an agitation movement of
agitation for class 4 office, class 4 staff.
class 4 staff.
And
He extended class 4 extended
his support to the
class 4 employees of Dhaka University for realizing their rights and job securities. And Dhaka University Council expelled him after and already Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman joined his political life. After then, in 1949, in 1948, 11th March, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Okay, thank you, Naimanipa. Okay, when was Bangabandhu elected as General Secretary of Awami League, Awami Muslim League for the first time?
So it was 1949.
53.
1953. Okay. How long did he continue this position?
In
66.
Up to
1953 to
1966. Okay. When did Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was elected the president of Awami League?
In 1966, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was elected
president of, okay. Well, you told that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman supported class 4 officer, class 4 staff at Dhaka University. For this, he was expelled from the University of Dhaka, and okay, that's why he could not continue. He could not continue his study there. And can you tell me, when did Dhaka University Authority withdraw the expulsion order?
Sir, in 1957, 16 August, Bangabandhu said, sir, it was officially expelled in 2010. But
yes.
in 1757, 16 August, when Bangabandhu was already dead, after it was the 16 August, Dhaka University arranged a meeting for Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Okay. Then, but did they cancel that withdraw their order?
Yes,
Probably
sir.
not. Did Dhaka University Authority withdraw his expulsion order against Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
No, sir. In the time, Dhaka University Authority didn't expel
did not withdraw the order, but they officially withdrew it in 2010. Okay. After how many years ago? After how many years? Probably after 61 years, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, okay, Bangabandhu, can you mention one of the quality of Bangabandhu that charm you the most?
Bangabandhu was a kind leader and a charismatic leader, and he loved our country very much. And he mentioned it. His strongest point is that he loved people very much. So and I also mentioned from childhood he was a kind leader, and I also mentioned for me that I followed very long time. It was his wisdom. He he took every decision in a right time. So I mentioned for me, I followed for me his um, personalities is a wisdom.
Okay, can you mention one of the weakest qualities of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
Bangabandhu said his weakest point is he loved people too much.
This is the weakest point. Okay, do you think this was his weakest point?
Yes, sir. It was the most weakest point, because when you loved anyone very much, then we are blind. We are blind to him. So so if anyone if anyone conspired for me or anyone, then we didn't see that.
We did not see that. We cannot realize that. Okay. Do you think Bangabandhu was a revolutionist?
Yes, sir. I think because from China, Maulana Bhashani went China, and from China, Maulana Bhashani took policy, don't disturb I, and he rested. But on that time, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was took a right decision, um, and I also mentioned 1966. 66 was the 1966, and of 6 point was the one kind of revolution of of his, and in 7 month cars is also the point of revolution. It also a kutnitik
Diplomatic.
diplomatic courage. Then it also a revolutionary courage.
Revolution. He was a revolutionist, and he served in jail to establish his ideology. He did not say bow down to any illegal order. This is the feature of the revolutionist. They do not think of their life. They think of the people. They may be they remain ready to get killed. They remain ready to serve in jail, and all the traits that a revolutionist possessed lay in our great leader Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Thank you, Naimanipa. Good. Now we would like to go to Hassan. Hassan, ready? Hassan? Hassan, are you ready? Hassan? Hassan, you are not audible. Hassan? No. Okay, then Ahmed Reza. Would like to give floor to Ahmed Reza. Yes. Keep your video on and then start. Evaluate Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as a charismatic leader.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to tell something about Bangabandhu's charismatic leadership. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was a true charismatic leader, in the sense that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman can attract people so easily and so rapidly by using his some very unique features, like he is one of the best speaker in terms of politics, in terms of the time, and his selflessness and his rigidity towards the demand made the people convinced and could attract so easily. So, sir, I think Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is a very charismatic leader in that since and also I'd like to mention that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman played very vital roles in every kind of movement happened during from 1947 to 1971. Like Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, we have seen Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman got arrested in 1948 in the context of language movement. We have seen him founding Bangladesh. We have seen him founding Awami Chhatra League in 1949. We have seen him founding Awami Muslim League in 1949. And both of the parties, both of the organization also played one of the most vital roles in war of liberation of Bangladesh, and all the movement happened during this period of time.
Evaluate Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as an administrator.
Thank you, sir. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, yes, we have seen during 1966, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman formulated 6-point demand. And we have seen whenever Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, we have seen Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman got elected as joint secretary when Awami Muslim League was formed, and we have seen him promoted as a general secretary in 1953, and from 1953 to 1966, he have played that role in his party, and in 1966 he finally formed a 6-point demand. What I am trying to say that whenever he got promoted, something bigger happened in Bangladesh. We have seen when he was elected as a president of the party in 1966. We have seen he was elected in 1st March, and until the 23rd March, he made the 6-point demand passed from his working committee of the party, and later he finally formally he declared the 6-point demand,
Okay.
and which finally led to our war of independence, and we obtained freedom.
Attain freedom. Okay. Well, Tajuddin Ahmed and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Okay. Can you say a few words about the relationship between these two great leaders?
Could you please repeat the question, sir?
Relationship
focus.
between Tajuddin Ahmed and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are there are multidimensional relationship between Tajuddin Ahmed and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Tajuddin, we know Tajuddin Ahmed's contribution to our war of liberation. We have seen him on the driver's seat of the struggle and the war we came through for 9 months. Basically, Tajuddin Ahmed was the যেটাকে বলে সহযোদ্ধা Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur.
Okay, brother in arms or co-fighter. Okay, co-fighter.
Yes, sir.
Say co-fighter. Okay.
Okay, a co-fighter from the very beginning. What I can recall now, that he had been always with the Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman from sir, I can't explain this, sir.
Okay.
In a concise way, because the lack of information making me suffer.
It's okay. Good. Okay.
You may talk about Mujibnagar government and the establishment of Awami Muslim League. Sorry, Awami League.
Okay. Okay. Just one. No, not that question. Question: would you like to treat Bangabandhu as a revolutionist?
Yes, sir. I obviously I would say Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is a revolutionary leader, because of his only because of his mm, we have seen that Bangladesh has emerged by confronting a lot of ideological, political, socio-economic challenges. Or by defeating all of this, Bangladesh finally emerged. We have seen, and in every cases, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman played most vital roles, and he supplied the fuel, took the charge of the wheel all the time. And we have seen that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman never went back, even if it during his movement, and which we can understand that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, when we can see that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman almost lived 13 years of his life in the prisons. He came back from he came back from the proximity of death, because all the time the conspiracy was against him to kill him. But Bangabandhu never went back from his position, and finally he has he achieved what he was struggling for. And secondly, sir, we know that we also can understand that Bangabandhu was a revolutionary leader. When you see the world leaders, the other world leaders, famous world leaders, also recognized him in many with many appraisal, and also the
Okay, thank
world.
you. Thank you. Question now. Question to Ahmed Reza. Floor is open.
I have
Yeah.
question.
Question.
Sir, we can answer the previous question like that. Bangabandhu called during Bakshal, it's called a second revolution. He confessed it, sir. That's why he is revolutionary. Sir, I have a question for Ahmed Reza. What is the success of Bangabandhu government between 1972 and 1975, 15 August?
Thank you for your question. Yeah, the success was when Bangabandhu. We know that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was physically absent during the War of Liberation, and when Bangladesh got independence on 16 December 1971. After that, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman came back from the prison of Pakistan. I think what I believe that Bangabandhu's most significant contribution during that time was to rebuild a war-wrecked country, to give the basic administrative structure and controlling the law of order, and also I think Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's one of the main challenges was Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was to bring the recognition from all over the world. And in all of these cases, we have seen Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was so successful because we have seen him formulating the constitution within just 1 year. We have seen him organizing the election in 1973. We have seen him more than 100 countries. He achieved more than 100. He helped to bring recognition from more than 100 countries, and during his lifetime, he also had managed to bring the recognition from United Nations organization. And later, he have tried many things, but unfortunately, he got killed by the renegades or some undisciplined army members of army.
Yes, I think you can mention two or three vital points. You said well, but one vital point is constitution. It is
Constitution.
very difficult to give a constitution within 1 year, but Bangabandhu government
yes.
did that. Point number one. Point number two, the return of Indian soldier within 3 months.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was another success because at that case, the army remain year to year. You can see Japan or South Korea. From Second World War, the US Army is still there. And another is the surrender of arms by the Mukti Bahini. He
Yes.
convinced them. At recognition, as you said that. Well, okay, thank you.
Last question.
Thank you for your feedback.
Last one to Ahmed Reza. Maliha, you are not asking any question. One question from Maliha.
Mr. Ahmed Reza, I will ask
yes.
you a very simple question. It's not really a question. Have you read the Asamatta Atmajibani? If you have read it, which part of the book or which incident of the book touched you the most?
Sorry, Miss Malia, I haven't read the book, but I have an intention to read the book sooner.
Okay. Sabbi, last question. Last one.
Mr. Raja.
Yes.
In the
Please.
description of Bangabandhu's life, almost everyone said that Bangabandhu had a disease.
Yes.
In eye. Yes.
Yes.
So Bangabandhu wore a thick black, you see, throughout his life. So Bangabandhu had an ophthalmologist, and returning to Bangladesh from Pakistan in 1972, 10 January,
Yes.
Bangabandhu looked for his ophthalmologist, who was brutally killed by Pakistani occupational army. Can you mention his name? He was killed in 14 December 1971. He was a ophthalmologist doctor, and there is a hostel in Dhaka Medical College named after him.
I'm extremely sorry that I cannot recall such a specific piece of information right now. Can you please?
Dr. Fazlur Rabbi,
Yes, Dr. Fazlur Rabbi.
Yes, Dr. Fazlur Rabbi. He was Bangabandhu's ophthalmologist.
Thank you, Ahmed Reza.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now Sabbir, ready to speak? Sabbir Ahmed. Sabbir, not Ahmed. Sabbir, are you ready to speak? Sabbir is not available, I think. Okay. Now, okay, Sabbir has joined. Sabbir, are you ready to speak? Sabbir, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Sorry, sir. Due to network problem, I am disconnected.
Okay, start. Say a few words about Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Okay. Start speaking.
Sir, thank you, sir. Father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the greatest Bengali of all time. He was born in Tungipara village in 1920, 7 March at 8 p.m., which is situated near Baigati River, Padgati Union, and that time it was in the subdivisional of Gopalganj. In 1927, he got admitted in Gimadanga Primary School. Gimadanga Primary School, he completed his entrance examination in 1941. In 1938, he got married with Sheikh Fazilunnisa Mujib, Bangomata. And his political career unofficially started from 1938 when Hossein Sohid Sohrawardy and Sher Bangla A.K. Fazlul Haq visited his school, which is Gopalganj Missionary School at that time. A.K. Fazlul Haq was Chief Minister of Bengal, United Bengal at that time, and Hossein Sohid Sohrawardy was Labour Minister. Unofficially, from that time, Bangabandhu started his political career. In 1941, he got admitted in the Islamia College for intermediate, and in 1943, he became the councillor of he elected the councillor of Muslim League. In 1946, he became the general secretary of student union of Islamia College. And in 1947, before the partition, he completed his graduation in history and political science from Islamia College. After the partition, he came back to Dhaka. Then he got admitted in Dhaka University in law in 1948. In 1948, a lot of things happened. In 1948, he established the Chhatra League. He formed Chhatra League.
Okay, Chhatra League. Yeah.
He go to jail for some reason for some movement against Pakistan government, and to support the movement of fourth class employee of Dhaka University for their rights and for their facilities. In 1941, Awami Muslim League is founded, and he became the joint secretary of the Awami Muslim League. And when the language movement happened, he was in 1952, 21st February, he was in jail. That's why he didn't attend the movement. But before that, he founded the all party student front for the movement. In 1953, before the election, he elected as a general secretary of the Awami Muslim League. And in 1953, 1954, in the election, he elected MLA from Faridpur 14, the seat number 136, and he became a minister, agriculture and forest minister. But the central government broke that cabinet within few months. After that, in 1957, he became minister again. He became industry, commerce, anti-corruption minister at that time. And after few days, he got
Okay,
a situation.
okay, thank you. Evaluate Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as an organizer and an administrator.
Sir, he was a good organizer, because in 1938, when he was only 18, at that time, the Chief Minister of United Bengal, A.K. Fazlul Haq, and the Labour Minister of Hossein Sohid Sohrawardy visited his school, Gopalganj Missionary School, and he, because of his organizer characteristic, the school gave him the opportunity to organize all the things at the time at only as 18. And at the age of only at the because of his charismatic characteristic, because of his gallantry and firmness, he became the joint secretary of a party at the age of only 29. 29. Then he became the general secretary in 1953. He demanded 6 points in 1966, and that is called the Muktir Sonod of the Bengali people. And for this, actually, we think we are liberated now for this 6-point movement. And in 1969, because of him, the people got movement against Ayub Khan, and Ayub Khan government broke down because of that movement. And in 1970 general election, he got on 67 seat. His party got on 67 seat within on 69 seat in Bengal, and 298 seat in the provincial election within 300 seat. That's his because of his organizing character, he can manage all that thing. And as an administrator, he was very good. He was there is no leader at the time as an administrator like him. Only he ruled Bangladesh 3.5 years, and within that time, because of his charismatic administration, Bangladesh got a lot of things. Bangladesh got a constitution within 12 months. That is actually impossible for a country to got a constitution within 12 months. Within 3 months, the Indian army leave our country because when he released from the Pakistan prison in 8 January, he go to London, and from London he directly could come to our to Dhaka, but he didn't do that. He first go to India to thank them, and when he first meet with Indira Gandhi, first he asked them, when your soldier will return to your country, will leave our country. Then Indira Gandhi replied, when you want. That is his administrative character, we can say. And another is with he construct our fragile country. He got recognition. We got membership in OIC.
Okay, thank you.
We got.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, which quality of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman charm you the most, and why?
Sir, I think his firmness.
His firmness charm. Okay, is there any quality of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman that you don't like?
As a head of the country, sir, it is my personal view. As a head of the country, as a head, he was too emotional, and he was he need because of his emotion, because of his love for Bengali people. I think he got killed because a head of the raw at that time warned him that a conspiracy will be happen to kill you, but he didn't believe that. He said, no Bengali can kill me. That I think that that is the weakness of his Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur
Emotion,
Rahman.
you can say it's really say Bangabandhu. Here you have to raise positive side. Say Bangabandhu was as a leader that were rarely born, and we are lucky that we got a leader like him who loved people, who sacrificed everything for the country. And if I say I do not like such a quality of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, then it will be surely dare for me, because he possessed all the humanistic quality that a human being should possess. And yes, it's, we have to say he did more than most of the leaders do. That's why That's why he even sacrificed his life for this. But quality, if we talk about traits, quality, now, I do not find any quality that people will find unattractive. Okay? You may press this way. Well, okay, thank
Okay, sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now we would like to go to, okay, Hassan, ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Keep your
Yes,
video
sir.
on. Yes, keep your video on and say a few words about Bangabandhu as a leader. Bangabandhu, evaluate Bangabandhu as a leader.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Yes.
giving me an opportunity to express about Bangabandhu. Bangabandhu, father of the nation and architect of Bangladesh, is the best human of all the ages. If we look back the Bangabandhu's lives, we have several events that he uh, uh, passed in his life. From very beginning of his childhood, he was suffering uh, very disease that turns him his eyes uh, to lose his eyesight. And mm, after admitted in Gopalganj Missionary School, he found a leadership by collecting several peoples. And after completing his matriculation in 1942, he admitted Islamia College in Kolkata for graduation. And here in
Yes, carry on. Bangabandhu as a leader, just
here,
leadership part. His leadership part.
and after partition of Pakistan 1947, he came back to Dhaka and established Student League in 4 January in 1948. Bangabandhu then raised the movement of language movement in from 1948 to 1954, and sentenced to jail for about several days, sir. And in 1962, he was his movement was against the education. He raised a movement about against education system of Pakistan government. And in 1966, he mm, declared 6 points to free our country from political extortion and socio-economical disruptions, these parties. And in 1960, and in 1969, when he was free from Agartala constituency, he came back to Bangladesh and came back to Bangladesh, and 1970 he joined the national election of Bangladesh, and he mm, uh, he acquired a landslide victory to form a government. But the government of but the leaders of West Pakistan uh, wouldn't allow him to form a government. Then Bangabandhu raised the movements Asahयोग Andolon uh, uh, and delivered his speech in 7 months in 1971. Then uh, uh, when the Operation Searchlight was
And Operation
happened,
Searchlight started.
started in 25 March 1971, he declared the independence to inspire the Bengalis uh, inspired Bengalis to free the country from the extortion, from the extortion from the occupational army of Pakistan. And then when
Hassan, why did the Bengalis kill Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman?
I think not Bengalis, only the misguided army people killed him, because
Yes,
all
not the
Bengalis
Bengalis,
love him so much.
Yes, rather a group of misguided army personnel killed him to
Yes, sir.
fulfill their ill political purpose or guided by national and international conspiracy. Okay, fine. Well, do you think Bangabandhu was a revolutionist?
I think Bangabandhu is Bangabandhu dreamed for a free nation. It is not called as a revolutionist in the eye of Pakistani army. Bangabandhu, yes, sir. Bangabandhu tried
Okay,
his.
thank you. Now, Shubha, ready to speak?
Yes, sir, I am ready to
Okay,
speak.
okay. Rule of Bangabandhu in say 1952 and 1966 and 1969. Now, I would like to say, how would you evaluate Bangabandhu? No, how did Bangabandhu make the entire nation ready for the war? How did Bangabandhu make the entire nation ready to join the war or for the war?
Okay, thank you for giving me the floor. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation of Bangladesh, was basically a leader of Pakistan movement. We have to admit that he was one of the youngest leader who fought, who struggled for establishing the country Pakistan, the state Pakistan. So he was also a leader of Pakistan. But in 1965, when there was a war between Pakistan and India, the first war, he astonishingly found out that the border of Bangladesh, the then East Pakistan, was insecure, and Pakistani government from Rawalpindi and Islamabad are unaware and unwilling to safeguard this portion of the country. So he was very much aware, and he was very much anxious of being this unpleasant situation. So from that moment in his political life, he decided to take the autonomy of this country. And in 1966, he started to formulate how to design and develop a political settlement with the ruling party who ruled the whole state from Islamabad. So he proposed 6 points in 1966 from the security and financial perspective, basically security perspective, because that war, that incidents gave a great shock to him, and as well as the educated middle class people in this country. So the reality was that our country, or the other East Pakistan, was insecure, and the Pakistani government was not very much serious about the security of this region. And we have to understand that Pakistan as a whole was a big country, and there's a very competition, and there was a competition between India and Pakistan. So Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, as the son of Bangladesh and as a Bengali, was very much critical about the security issue. As a result, he formulated 6 points in 1966 and proposed it and for a federal government. And probably he was not he did not intend to create or to establish a complete state. Rather, he wanted a secured and secured partition of the secured federal system. But when it comes in 1990, in 1970, after the first general election, when Awami League got the landslide victory, and the power transferring process was so corrupted, and the whole country was betrayed, and basically Bengali, the winning party, was betrayed. Awami League was betrayed, and the Pakistani government decided to stop the voice forever by doing a massacre, by planning a massacre and by stopping the voice of the students of this area. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, from the 3rd March of 1971, declared a Asahojog Andolon,
non-cooperation movement.
Non-cooperation movement, anticipating that the power transferring or power shifting mechanism will fail, and he was correct. So and he was correct. There was a fake meeting between the Awami League and the then Pakistani government with the president, Mr. Ayub Khan, and when that meeting failed, and Ayub Khan gave order to massacre the population, the students, the common people in Dhaka and Chittagong and other.
Ahmed Shua, I have a question.
Yes, I will take the question. Just give me.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I have a question for you. That we all know that how Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was brutally killed on 15 August in 1975. What happened to his killers later?
What happens to
his killers later?
Okay, I'm going to answer your question. Okay. After the killing, after the brutal assassination of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the regime was toppled. The regime was toppled, and some untrustworthy people took the control of the government. The planning was like this: the killer or the assassinator has a network of support, from domestic support and international support. Having the support and taking control of the media, they broadcast that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was assassinated, and that was the rightful assassination. They put some they tried to justify it. And as the government was dismantled, they put some puppet. They put a puppet president who in that time worked for the assassinator, the player of the assassinator, and the murderer of the Bangabandhu family were safely they were safely transferred from the country and posted to prestigious post in the government. Yes, please.
Mr. Ahmed Shua, we have seen that the killers, the assassinators of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman left the country, or few of them also lived in the country, and for a long time. Yes. What really interrupted the prosecution process?
Because in
what do you think? Why?
Because in 1979 there was indemnity amendment that restricts.
75.
In 1979.
In 75.
In 1979. In 1979, the amendment told that the amendment was signed in the amendment was enacted. Actually, the amendment was enacted in the parliament by the then government, that from the day of the August 15 to 1979, of that very day in the parliament, all the killing process, all the movement and all the steps taken by the assassinator shall not be taken into the prosecution. Okay, so this is the
Yes, but
indemnity
do you know anything
amendment.
about the indemnity imposed by Khondokar Mushtaq Ahmed in 1975, most probably in September?
Indemnity has two that, yes, you are correct. There was Khondokar Mushtaq as a president, as an acting president, he gave an presidential order, but it was not passed in the parliament.
For 1 minute, yeah.
Khondokar
Yes.
Mushtaq,
And the last question is, do you know that any criminal or any person related concerned with that murder are prosecuted till now?
yes.
Do you get the question?
Except for 3 assassinators, almost all killer or murderer are put into the prosecution, and they were gone through the jurisdiction and was held, and they were hung by the law.
Could you please name few of them?
First of all,
Hello, I have a question.
Yes, carry on.
Mr. Shubho, recently it is seen that Ziaur Rahman was also linked to Bangabandhu killing. How do you look at that? Hello,
Yes, sure, answer.
do you think Ziaur Rahman was linked?
Shubho,
there was an interruption in my network.
Yes, okay. Question was Ziaur Rahman. Do you think Ziaur Rahman was involved in Bangabandhu killing? This was his question.
Your
No, probably there was interruption from his side. Anyway, we will have to stop tonight, and we will not continue anymore. Tomorrow class will be held. Another class will be held tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9. Topic. Let us have a look at the topic. Tomorrow's topic will be day 8. It's about what?
Describing how you have come to BPSC.
Yes, nice question. They ask you this question sometimes. Okay, describing how you have come to BPSC for Viva. Asking questions about bureaucracy, corruption, good governance, and constitution of Bangladesh. Very important. Constitutions of Bangladesh, bureaucracy, corruption. And this is the end of our tonight session. Thank you for very live.
Next
Tomorrow, next class tomorrow at 9.
okay, sir.